Good afternoon. This is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. I have a bunch of recipes again for you. These are things that you should be able to make out of your pantry or your freezer or so forth. It says cabbage, noodles, and bacon, and I think it should have said bacon, but I didn't notice that until just now. There again, when you're using any kind of meat, you can just use a little bit just for flavoring. So if it says, like it says here, 1 pound of bacon, you don't have to use one whole pound. Just give us 2 or 3 slices and crumble it up real good. And if you have your bacon grease, and you're going to, and then you know what, you're going to have your flavoring that you need. So you don't need all that meat. You just need that flavoring of it. Cabbage, noodles, and bacon. 1 head of cabbage chopped, 1 pound of bacon, 1 large onion chopped, 2 or 3 large handfuls of noodles cooked and drained. In a large skillet, cook the bacon until crisp. Remove from the pan, drain on paper towels, break into bite-sized pieces. I would break it into smaller pieces, okay? Just so it goes more. Drain some of the bacon grease from the pan, reserving enough to cook the onion in. Add your chopped onions to the pan, cook for 1 or 2 minutes until it begins to soften. Then you add your cabbage, and you cook until the cabbage is tender, stirring occasionally. Add the noodles and the bacon once the cabbage is tender. Mix thoroughly and serve immediately. These are things that you would be able to make from your garden. Um, most of us grow cabbage. Most of us grow onions, okay? So we'd have that stuff available to us, especially in the summer. Next one, carrot raisin salad. We always have carrots available to us. I say always, we have had carrots available to us. And then if you garden, you also have potatoes. Carrots, potatoes too. Anyway, this is an old recipe. This is a good recipe. And it takes in everything that you should have in your stockpile. 1 pound of bacon, 1 pound, I'm really goofed up today. 1 pound of carrots grated, 1/2 cup of raisins, 1 cup of warm water, 1 small can of pineapple tidbits, and you drain it, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of sugar. For the mayonnaise, for the draining, I would drain just a little bit. I would save some and add it to the mayonnaise and sugar, and it will not only it will add more flavor to it. Okay, and 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Put the raisins in a cup of very warm water for an hour to allow them to plump up. That's what you should do with all raisins at all times. You don't want the hard stuff. Plump them up with water first. Discard your water after raisins are plumped up. There again, I don't do that. I save the water. I freeze it, and then if I want for rice or something like that, or just a flavoring, I use that. If I want that in quick bread or something like that. Peel carrots, grate them to spread up, to grate them or process them in a food processor. Toss together the carrots, the raisins, and the pineapple. Add the mayonnaise and sugar, mix well. Cover and chill at least 2 hours, preferably overnight. Stir once more before serving. Easy taco melts. 1 package of taco seasoning. 2/3 cup of water. 1.5 cups of salsa. 1 pound hamburger, cooked and drained. 1 can of grand biscuits. And remember, you don't have to buy these biscuits. Make your own, okay? 1 cup shredded cheese. 1 cup sour cream, optional. In a medium saucepan, cook your taco seasoning, water, 1/2 cup of salsa, and cooked hamburger until it's thickened. Press each biscuit into a 6-inch round. Spoon 1/3 cup of the meat mixture and 1 tablespoon of cheese on the center of each round. Fold the dough in half, press together to seal the edges. Place the folded biscuits on a greased cookie sheet. Bake at 375 degrees for 9 to 14 minutes or until the biscuits are golden brown. And you serve with the remaining salsa, cheese, and sour cream. Remember, there again, you don't need to make. You probably need the meat, unless you want to add up cheese or something else with it, to make it larger. You just stretch anyway. But you can make your own biscuits and do that. You don't need to buy your biscuits. You can make your own crescent rolls. You can do all that. You don't have to buy them. Okay? Remember, look those recipes up now before we can't find them anymore. Before we can't find the food anymore, because you're gonna need it. And if the internet happens to go down, and I don't know, then you won't be able to get your recipes. Make sure all these recipes are written down somewhere, or you have them saved, because we're not going to be able to go on the internet to find them. Okay, next one. Honey ham and bean soup. 2 cups of beans, pre-soaked, 1 ham bone, 7.5 cups of water, 2 cups of cubed ham, 1 can of diced tomatoes. Don't drain it. 1/2 cup of honey, 1/4 cup of honey, 1 small onion chopped, 2 celery chopped, 4 garlic cloves minced, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 carrots chopped. You place all the ingredients in a slow cooker, add your water, cook on low for 8 hours, and then you season it with salt and pepper to taste. Very simple recipe. Very easy recipe. Cheeseburger rice. 1 pound of hamburger. There again, you don't need all that hamburger. 2 cups of cooked rice. 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. I want to make a note here on your cheddar cheese. If you don't like cheddar cheese, use the cheese you like. Just because it says cheddar cheese doesn't mean you have to have it. You can substitute, okay? Make it what you want. Make it the way you like it, with the cheese you like. 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 medium onion chopped, 1 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And you brown your hamburger until no longer pink. Add your onion and cook until translucent. Drain the grease if needed. Add diced tomatoes and garlic. Heat tomatoes. Add the rice and cook until the rice is heated through. Remove the pan from heat. Add shredded cheese and stir until melted. Serve immediately. About like Spanish rice, but not really. Okay? Spanish rice and Mexican rice, you cook the rice along with the other ingredients. This one you all have the rice cooked ahead of time. Pancake cupcakes. 1.5 cups of pancake mix. 1 egg. 2 tablespoons of butter melted. 1/2 cup of milk. 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Remember, you can make your own buttermilk. 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. 8 ounces of cream cheese softened. You don't need the cream cheese and you don't need the maple syrup. Those are for the topping. If you want to just go with the muffins and no topping, or make a cinnamon sugar topping instead of the cream cheese. Combine the pancake mix, egg, butter, milk, and buttermilk. Mix well. Stir your muffin tin with non-stick spray or use your paper liners. Divide batter between 12 muffin cups. Bake at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Remove from onion and allow to cool slightly. Combine cream cheese and maple syrup. Top the muffin with cream cheese mixture. I would use cinnamon and sugar and butter instead of that. Okay. Trying to see if that's the last one, because I think it is. I skipped one in there, and I'm bringing it back. Sweet cornbread, 1 yellow cake mix, 2 jiffy cornbread mixes. You make the cake mix according to package directions and make the cornbread according to package directions. Then you combine the two, pour the batter into a greased 9 by 13 inch pan. Bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Some of you might have cornmeal on hand so you can make it. I do, but this is an easy recipe. Right now we have things available to us. They may be expensive, but they have them. If you're like me, you have stocked up on all these things. I've got lots and lots and lots of yellow cake mix. Just because I have a lot of recipes for cake mix. But remember, if you can't find it in the stores, you can make your own. And I have several recipes where you can make a mix and then have it ready, and all you do is grab what you need to make cake. About like a cake mix, but you add some, yeah, it's a cake mix. But it's a homemade cake mix, not a modern cake mix. I have those recipes. Look them up and we'll get them to you pretty soon. Remember, what I'm trying to do is cook out of my pantry, and cook out of my pantry only. That way I don't have to buy any more food, go and buy any more food. If I do have a recipe where I need something, I would try to substitute if I haven't got it. That's like in the cheeses, substitute cheese you have, or the cheese you like. I have Jiffy cornbread mix. I think most of us have the mix. And I have cake mixes. And so this is an easy recipe. I don't need the cornmeal and so forth that some of the recipes call. Another thing I want to tell you is there is a free book site. That's where you can get your books free. Get them for Kindle. You can get them for Nook. You can get it for most of the reading apps that you have. And it's called Free Booksies. Let me write that down, okay? Google that, and you should be able to come up with that app. It is comes out with books. You get to choose whichever group of books you want: romance, mystery, thriller, blah blah, like that. And I just chose all of them, except the paranormal. That I wasn't interested in. That I'm not going to even touch with a 10-foot pole, because who knows what you let in if you have that. But anyway, they have these books and they're free. They come up with several books every day. And a lot of times they are a book one or book two or book or something. They're aiming to get you to buy the other series, those series. But if you're like me and you're cheap, I'm not going to do it. I'll buy the first one. Or the book that's there free if it hits if I am interested in it. But that doesn't mean I have to buy the whole series. It also has religious things, and it also has cookbooks for you. It has self-help, all those kind of things. And so it is a good site for me that I like. And I love to read. So if you love to read, check this one out. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless you. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.